I love lamp.
Do you really love the lamp, or are you just saying it because you saw it?
I love lamp. I love lamp. I want like 5 of them. Welcome back to 5 Minutes of Finney. And today I'm here at the Lamps Brewery with William the Head Brewer. And we're going to taste some beer and just talk about the brewery itself. Hello, William.
How you doing, Sarah?
Good, good. So can you just tell me a bit about how the Lamps Brewery started?
Well, I guess Brian started the business before, about a year before I came on board.
Okay.
And at that stage he was based over in the Five Lamps. But when we went to put the brewery in 18 months ago, there wasn't any space over there that would accommodate a brewery. So we got our passports, changed our money, and came over to the Liberties.
Right.
And we started brewing in August, 18 months ago, as I said.
Okay.
And we immediately started putting beers through the plant. We put in, our first brew was the Liberties Ale. Our second brew was the Honor Bright's Red Ale. And then I think our third or fourth brew was the Porter. And I guess the Pale Ale and the Porter came out of the recipes almost fully formed.
Okay.
But the Red Ale, it took, I would say, a good 12 months to get it to where I wanted it to be, the kind of beer I wanted it to be, and to have an identity of its own within the pack. But it's there now, and it's the Red's a lovely,
it's very nice,
lovely ale.
Yeah. So where did you start brewing originally?
I joined Guinness way back in Yore.
Okay.
It'd be like 1980.
Okay, yeah.
And I went into research there, and really that's the last time I did any small scale brewing. I worked on the pilot plant in there for a while. And then I moved into, I did a master's degree while I was in the laboratories there. And then I moved into the main brewery, into the old vat houses. And from there, I went out to the States, and I spent 5 years in the US as the Guinness technical input into a sales organization over there. And then came back into raw material procurement, buying hops primarily initially, and then took on the complete raw material portfolio for the Guinness Group worldwide. Yeah. So from Dublin, we would buy all the barley malt and hops for all of the breweries in Africa, Caribbean, wherever.
Okay. Yeah.
And I retired out of there about seven years ago, and just faffed around a bit, and and then the whole micro explosion started to happen, and I got a call from Brian out of the blue to know if I'd be interested in doing it, and it's been just cracking fun ever since.
Cool. So we are actually going to taste a beer. So can you tell me a bit about this?
The idea for brewing this particular beer style came from John, our sales and marketing lad. Okay. It's styled on, it's a German winter lager. It's known as a Dunkel.
Okay.
And the primary characteristics of a Dunkel tend to be a little bit of hop bitterness in there, but the primary notes are meant to be the sweetness of the malts, right? So it's not a big hoppy beer, but it highlights the sweetness of the malts. Now, I have a small problem with that, in that I like balance, I like sweetness and I like bitterness. So I upped the bitter input. I think it's about 35 BUs or something like that. But so really what you're getting is something that's rich, reasonably punchy at 6.5% ABV, but there's loads of body in the beer, so you don't actually feel like you're drinking a beer that's 6.5%. Okay. So what you're getting is a dark, rich lager, believe it or not, with balance between the sweetness of the malts coming through, the variety of the malts that are in there, and then a nice touch of bitterness on the back end.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very nice, like dark, almost mahogany color.
It is, yeah, and you can see the beer is bright and clear. For me, beers have got to be clear. I think beer with a haze in it. That
that's
an issue unless it's
Yeah.
the beer is actually defined to be like that.
Yeah.
But, so it's bright and clear. It's got a lovely head on it, great head retention because it's an all malt brew, and it's a great aroma off that as well. Nice balance of esters in there.
I feel like I get a lot of dark fruits off the nose, but
you can get that malt sweetness. You can
it's
get
very
those
gorgeous.
toasty cereal notes, and you're almost heading into the red ale porter. There's some chocolate.
Yeah,
in
it does
there,
have a bit of chocolate
there's
in it.
Toffee top notes in it, and
and you actually won an award for this at the Alltech, right?
we did. Yeah, we got a silver. We got a bronze medal for this Dunkel, and we got a silver medal for the Five Lamps Lager. We got 2 bronze medals last year as well for the porter. Okay. And the Liberty's Ale. So we're
very nice, yeah.
So next year then we're targeting silvers.
Of course, yeah. Why not? Just have to see what you bring out.
But it's what's interesting, I think, about the micro explosion, and I think that the public kind of expect it now that small breweries will do as well as a standard range of beers, that they'll do seasonal brews. So far we've done 4 of them. Last summer we produced a steam beer, which was really nice.
That was very popular too.
That was very popular, yeah. The steam was good, and then for the autumn we did a nut brown ale. Yeah,
that was one of my favorites.
This is our winter Dunkel, and I have a bock in the tank.
Oh, very nice.
Which we'll rack somewhere around the middle of March.
Okay, so your spring beer then.
Release it as Springbok.
Very nice.
Get it? South African rugby name, Springbok. Yeah.
Of course, yeah. No, it's nice. I think it's nice to have like experimentation as well in the beers and have a bit of a variety.
It's but eventually we're going to run out of styles to sort of look at, so we'll have to come up with something a little bit more innovative, or perhaps more innovative use of raw materials.
Yeah, add some different stuff to your beer.
Yeah.
Anything else you'd like to tell us about your brewery? Something new coming in the works?
We don't do big and hoppy here. Most of our beers are around 5%, so in that sense they're accessible. Yeah. And hopefully there's a nice balance of hops in them, but not everywhere. You don't drink the beer and there's not hops in your moustache and your hands and all that kind of stuff. So that's what we aim for. But I think maybe as a one-off, I might try something, maybe a double IPA or something like that, just to get it out of the system.
Yeah. One big hoppy beer.
One big hoppy beer. Yeah. One big happy family.
Exactly. Thanks so much for meeting with me.
Not at all. No problem, Sarah. Yeah, absolutely, anytime.
All right, and that's out for us.
There we go.
That's Five Lamps Brewery. See you next time. Cheers, so.